Pip's Grateful Journey. In the icy lands of Antarctica, where the wind whistles and snow sparkles like diamonds, lived a young emperor penguin named Pip. Pip was a curious and adventurous little penguin, always eager to explore the vast white world around him. But like many young ones, Pip often took for granted the warmth and love of his family. One chilly morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, painting the sky in soft pinks and oranges, Pip decided he wanted to go on a grand adventure. He waddled over to his parents, who were huddled together for warmth. "Mom, Dad, I'm going to explore the big iceberg at the edge of our colony today," Pip announced excitedly. His mother looked at him with concern. "Pip, dear, that's quite far. Are you sure you want to go alone?" "Oh, Mom," Pip rolled his eyes. "I'm not a little chick anymore. I can take care of myself." His father chimed in, "Son, it's dangerous out there. Why don't we go as a family this weekend?" But Pip was determined. "I'll be fine. I don't need you to hold my flipper all the time," he said, a bit annoyed. Without waiting for a response, he waddled away, leaving his worried parents behind. As Pip made his way across the icy landscape, he felt a surge of excitement. The world seemed so big and full of possibilities. He slid on his belly over smooth ice patches, laughing with joy. "This is amazing," he thought. "I don't know why Mom and Dad worry so much." However, as the day wore on, the weather began to change. Dark clouds rolled in, and the wind picked up, blowing snow into Pip's eyes. The temperature dropped, and Pip started to shiver. He realized he was far from home and wasn't sure which way to go. Just then, he heard a low, rumbling sound. Pip looked up to see a large, furry creature with sharp teeth and claws. It was a leopard seal, one of the penguin's most dangerous predators. Pip's heart raced with fear as the seal's eyes locked onto him. "Oh no," Pip cried, frantically looking for a place to hide. He spotted a small crevice in a nearby ice formation and dashed towards it. The seal lunged, barely missing Pip as he squeezed into the tiny space. Pip huddled in the crevice, his little body shaking from cold and fear. "I wish Mom and Dad were here," he whimpered. "They always know what to do." As he sat there, feeling scared and alone, Pip began to think about all the times his parents had kept him safe and warm. He remembered how they took turns incubating his egg before he hatched, standing for months in the harsh Antarctic winter without food. He thought about how they fed him, taught him to swim, and showed him how to survive in this challenging environment. "I've been so ungrateful," Pip realized, tears forming in his eyes. "Mom and Dad do so much for me, and I never even say thank you." Meanwhile, back at the colony, Pip's parents were frantic with worry. They had alerted the other penguins, and a search party was formed. Despite the worsening weather, they set out to find Pip. Hours passed, and Pip grew colder and hungrier. The leopard seal circled nearby, waiting for Pip to emerge. Just when Pip thought all hope was lost, he heard familiar voices calling his name. "Pip! Pip, where are you?" "Mom? Dad?" Pip called out, his voice hoarse from the cold. Suddenly, he saw his parents appear through the swirling snow, along with several other adult penguins. His father spotted the leopard seal and let out a warning cry. The group of penguins formed a protective circle, their loud squawks and flapping flippers driving the predator away. Once the danger had passed, Pip's mother rushed to the crevice. "Pip, oh Pip. Are you all right?" Pip burst into tears as he squeezed out of his hiding place and into his mother's warm embrace. "Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry. I should have listened to you. I was scared and cold, and he sobbed. His father nuzzled him gently. "It's okay, son. We're just glad you're safe." As they made their way back to the colony, huddled together for warmth, Pip couldn't stop thinking about how lucky he was to have such loving parents. Once they were home and Pip had warmed up, he gathered his courage and spoke to his parents. "Mom, Dad, I want to tell you something," he began. "When I was out there alone, I realized how much you do for me every day. You keep me safe, you feed me, you teach me, and I never say thank you. I'm really grateful for both of you, and I promise I'll show it more from now on." His parents were touched by Pip's words. His mother gave him a gentle peck on the head. "Oh, Pip, we love you and will always be here for you. That's what family is for." From that day on, Pip made an effort to appreciate his family and all they did for him. He helped his parents gather food, listened to their advice, and always said thank you for even the smallest things. His heart felt warmer than ever, filled with love and gratitude. As time passed, other young penguins in the colony noticed the change in Pip. They saw how he treated his parents with respect and kindness, and how much happier everyone seemed. Slowly but surely, a wave of gratitude spread through the entire colony. Pip's adventure had taught him a valuable lesson that gratitude not only makes us appreciate what we have, but also brings us closer to those we love. And in the harsh Antarctic environment, where emperor penguins depend on each other for survival, this lesson was more important than ever. Years later, when Pip had grown into a strong adult penguin with a family of his own, he would gather the young chicks and tell them his story. "Remember," he would say, his eyes twinkling, "a little gratitude goes a long way. It can warm your heart even in the coldest of places." And as he looked at his own chicks, snuggled up against their mother, Pip's heart swelled with thankfulness for the family he had and the important lesson he had learned so long ago on that icy Antarctic day. The end.